Holding human traffickers accountable tonight, the I-Team's 9-month-long investigation into child sex trafficking in Tampa Bay continues.
I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern brings us an exclusive look at men accused of paying for sex with a minor finally answering in court. She shows us what investigators look for on the street to build their case and the challenges of putting traffickers and sex buyers behind bars.
Without a victim, there's no crime. It takes a lot for these victims to, one, trust law enforcement.
Retired Tampa Police Corporal Mike Victor spent decades building trust with victims.
And getting that person, adult or juvenile, into a safe place.
Investigating human trafficking cases with the FBI.
And we were able to put together cases and prosecuted the pimps.
But in working these cases, Victor says they've got to play the long game.
This could take 2 to 3 years to develop the probable cause to arrest a pimp. I mean, it has.
The I-Team went out with Victor, still a reserve officer, and the mayor's security.
I mean, I've seen a victim as young as 12 years old.
To learn more about what he looks for on Tampa's streets.
This is a hotel that's changes at night. It's very different, very dark. The Bush Boulevard corridor, been places where we've recovered a lot of juveniles.
Victor scanning the areas he's had cases.
I was just looking to see, trying to get an age range on her. See, she looks a little young.
Victor spots a truck pulling up to 2 women with a man on the side of the road. The truck drives off.
How you doing?
Hi.
Just making sure you're okay.
Yes, I am. I'm okay. I'm actually on my way home now.
Nobody's out here making you do anything that you don't want to do.
No, I promise you they're not. There's no crazy like that. Not out here.
Mm-mm. Is there any underage girls out here anywhere?
No, there is not.
If you need help, you know where to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Victor says he's had cases involving pastors, doctors, attorneys, and state officials, all paying for sex.
There's a lot of people that have their secret, public, and private life out there.
The I-Team was the only camera inside a Hernando County courtroom in June 2019, as 9 men were charged with human trafficking for paying to sexually assault a teen girl. Some showed up to court with their families in tow.
Is it your desire to have your husband have unsupervised contact with your minor child?
Yes.
A restaurant owner, a fire rescue lieutenant, a retired postal inspector. The suspects ranging in age from 70s to early 20s. This man ended up striking a plea agreement 4 months after this hearing. He is now serving 3 years probation for communication to facilitate human trafficking. After the hearing, these suspects refused to talk to us about the charges.
Mr. Barilli, what do you have to say about the charges you're facing?
No comment. He's not going to talk.
Nothing to say at all? Sir, what do you have to say about the charges you're facing?
It's difficult to make these cases.
Hernando County Sheriff Al Nienhuis says the investigation took 2 years and started with a tip that a girl in her mid-teens,
She actually even looked younger than her actual age.
was being advertised for sex online.
She was not attending school. She should have been doing things like learning to drive, maybe attending school dances, or thinking about going to college.
While it's impossible to know exactly how many kids are being sold for sex, the I-Team found more than half of federal sex trafficking cases active in 2018 involved only child victims.
What needs to happen that's not to end this?
The court system needs to hold these people more accountable than just either probation or, a fine, especially knowing if there's a juvenile involved.
So you think they're getting off too easy?
I think so.
8 men still face charges of human trafficking in the Hernando County case. A pretrial conference is scheduled for February. I'm I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern, taking action for you.
Meanwhile, the I-Team's 9-month-long investigation into child trafficking continues tomorrow night with the story of a brutalized trafficking victim who ended up a convicted sex trafficker. Her warning for young girls. And if you believe a child is being trafficked, you can call the Florida Abuse Hotline, that number right there on your screen. We've also included other resources on our website at abcactionnews.com.